So you said, what options did he have?
Yeah, because I get it. He did what he did for. I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't want to come across like I'm defending him.
No. Let's get into the article. Let's get into the article,
sure.
and then we can break it down per point from the article. But I think let's go with that, because I just wanted to answer what you were asking, Morgan, in terms of the topic that we're trying to discuss, which is self-sabotage. What options did he have? And I'm saying, Morgan, the options maybe once he's in the thing might have been a bit late, which is why we're trying to talk about understanding. Which would be more preemptive. But then also, when you understand it from a preemptive perspective, then it puts responsibilities on both parties, because it takes two people to make a toxic relationship. You know what I mean? It takes two people. So once we look at it from that perspective, homie was self-sabotaging, but why was he self-sabotaging? What are some of the issues in the relationship that he felt that he couldn't talk about, that his only outlet or his only response was to go out and cheat,
to step out,
because
I want to come to I also want to come to what other options she might have had. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of putting him on blast like that.
Because a lot of people are like, in relationships there's a power dynamic that often renders women feeling powerless, and then it comes out in such roughness in the ultimate.
I don't know how I think about that.
I don't agree.
For this situation, and I don't want to sound like I'm basically not taking her side, but the way that it looks, I feel like she was just really tired, and she's like, you know what, this guy has humiliated me, and I'm just gonna do the same. You understand?
And also, clearly something that's very important to her is having kids in the future. And so I think she's triggered on that issue super tough from the video. So it's how do you deal with that extreme sense of betrayal, extreme anger, without wrecking, because this has wrecked her life, it has wrecked the dude's life, it has wrecked the other woman's life, I'm assuming. I don't know for sure, but I don't. Like Ra was saying, and the kid. There's no winners here. But I think she was craving justice. So how you deal with that?
No, I mean, that's something else to think about. That's why it's so important for us to talk about healthy relationships and understand what are the green flags, what are the red flags. You know what I mean? Because if homie's a sociopath who's just gonna lie to her, get her to trust him, and then go out and cheat again, then that's obviously not healthy for her. And also, all of us, even in the court of public opinion, will understand why she has to be a single mom, because why would you want to expose your child to that? And vice versa, if she's a sociopath, if she's a narcissist, and because the picture that I was looking at, and I granted, I'm always looking at it from the fact that men never get to express the type of pain that they live in. I'm always going to empathize with a guy who looks like he's in pain. So even from the picture, the homie looked like he was exhausted, and he was cornered, and he was like, I'm going to do whatever you say. That's what I saw. But I already described what lens I'm looking at it from. But then that's the point, is if we in the court of public opinion have a healthy standard of what is a healthy relationship, then we know, this is what needs to happen. And then when we're giving our opinions, we're giving the best advice for everyone involved. Because if somebody's being abused, then the best thing we can do is give the person who's being abused all the best advice how they can leave their abuser and move forward, especially if there's a child involved.
And it's always get out. If you're being abused, it's always
find a way out.
I
know sometimes it gets complicated, especially if you're with the sociopathic narcissist. It's very difficult.
It's tough. But for me, my thing is, if you're being abused, there's no other answer, ever, because you can be as stoic and as
try and live with
as detached and as brilliant as you want to be. There's gonna come a day when you're triggered and you're gonna do things or say things that are not in your character. And that's what I
my self-sabotage things come
exactly. And that's what I say to dudes, that's what I say to women. It's just if you are being abused physically, emotionally, the best thing is move rather. Right? Because I know I'd rather be alone than being on hand.
I'm not gonna choose.
I wish it was that.
I choose for you. No, but that's what I'm saying. Well, the more we talk about healthy relationships, the more people know the steps, for instance, the more people have the ideas of knowing what, okay, this is what it looks like. These are some of the symptoms, you know? These are the steps that they go through to get into a situation like this. This is how you know that you're in a situation like this. And these are the steps that it takes to get out. Because sometimes we need that public support, which is why we go to the court of public opinion. Because sometimes you need that validation. You need that like community support over, no, you're right.
Yeah.
You need to leave this guy. Like, this is a bad idea for you. Or, no, homie, you're right. You need to leave this woman. This is a bad idea for you. So for now, unfortunately, the court of public opinion is just based on whatever our opinion is. So if we keep like changing the narrative to all of it being about healthy relationships, then even when you come to the court, even when you come to the court of public opinion, you're gonna come out with validation for the right things rather than just reinforcing whatever your feelings were. Because if that guy goes to his homies, they're gonna be like, but what? Like they're gonna be like, homie, the part where you messed up was confessing.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have told
so much of
right. I wouldn't have told that bitch shit. Like literally. And if she goes to her friend, she be like, yeah, I told you this one is trash. All men are trash. It's gonna be like that.
Exactly.
Whereas if we have a healthy standard in the middle, then
that's where we meet.
Sure. Then
that's
homie,
where we can all agree.
Sure. Then homie will have homies that are still gonna be like,
why also put on blast like that? Name and sending an address stays at 1645.
What's a height? What's a height and weight? Height and weight. Blood type. What's a blood type?
With the green eyes, who works on level 3 by the computers.
Other known names, known aliases, known associates. She was investigating, you're right, but she was like being the feds hard, bro.
They look alike. Did you see the picture of the side?
I didn't.
She looks like the wife.
Really?
The guy that he cheated with.
The girl, yeah.
I mean, the girl that he cheated with.
And that could also point to something.
No, obviously it does. Like for me, as soon as it came out, like a narcissist or a sociopath that's out here just cheating because he wants to cheat, and that's who he is. That guy looked